My life's a story before me, and I'll try and find a way to be free finally. I'll reach the new world. The game has only just begun. I can see it in your eyes. This is where tomorrow brings a new game. It's time to learn the pain is gain. Ready, fight!
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Bowser Jr. Fan 13, and gamers, listen, we need to talk. Have you ever been on the internet and you've been seeing this one type of person who plays a video game and they start making a big deal and rage quitting over one character? Literally, there's this one character in a fighting game that you don't want to play as, or you just don't like the character because of anything else, and it's just not that good, and you don't want to play as the character, yet you're forced to have it in your game, or you're forced to buy it with all the other characters that you want. I don't know what's the big deal, but I'm gonna be honest, I think this is a topic that I just wanted to discuss with many people about characters that you don't like. Okay, so of course it is opinion-based, and I respect opinions, but there are some people who just takes it like a big deal. They just don't want to respect the character that the company just puts in, and they just hate it overall, and they complain about being forced to buy the character or forced to have the character in the game. And I'm like, really? You know there's more options, right? But you may be asking yourself, where am I getting with this? Well, what I'm trying to say is, look, I know there are completely ridiculous, obscure characters or just downright terrible characters that we all do not want to play as and we all do not care for, which I understand. And trust me, I've been through some of those times myself, but honestly, I don't make a big deal about characters that I never cared for. There are a couple examples that I can give to you, but before I do that, let me just say that, look, if there's a character that you don't like and you don't want to buy this character, but you're forced to buy it with the character that you want, or you just don't want it in the game, just don't buy the character. Or if you're forced to play the character in the game, don't play as them. You don't have to acknowledge them. Just ignore them. Pretend they don't exist. Again, you don't have to play as the character once you buy them. Just ignore them. I know it's a waste of money not playing a character that you just bought, but look, you don't have to make a big deal about having characters that you don't want. And I mean, as I said before, I've been through that route before, but again, I don't make a big deal out of it. For example, in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I'm gonna be honest, if there's one character that I've never cared about and I completely did not like at all, it's not much of a big deal for me, but I just didn't like this character overall, and it's basically Nathan Spencer. Yes, Spencer. Alright, why I don't like this character? Now, don't get me wrong, his game, Bionic Commando, I've never played the game before, and I know there are some fans out there who like it, but Spencer's not really that interesting to me. He, just by his design and everything else, I don't know, he just seems like a very boring character that does not interest me at all. I never really cared for Spencer, especially in the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite story mode, and I'm oh my god. But again, I don't make a big deal out of it. I mean, just don't play as the character. It's not that hard. I mean, I don't even acknowledge Spencer that much in Marvel vs. Capcom. And if you're thinking to yourselves, yes, I'm not going to put him in my MVC4 roster. Okay, that was a bit of a spoiler, but again, look, the point is, if you don't want to play as the character that you don't like, just don't play as them. I mean, just ignore them. I mean, it's not that hard. Like, why is it like such a big deal to all of you? And here's another example. Another character that I also do not like in fighting games is Platinum the Trinity from BlazBlue. Like, to be honest, I cannot stand Platinum for a number of reasons. And it's not just because of her character. Okay, no, it's mainly just because of her character. I can't stand her personality, and she's just an overall annoying character, and her moveset doesn't really interest me at all. There's not much going on with her. I mean, some people may say, oh, but there are some interesting stuff in the story, and I'm like, oh, okay. But look, Platinum is just not the type of character that I care for. And in BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, if I want to play as some of these characters in these DLC packs, I have to buy her in order to play as some of these characters. And I'm like, screw it, I'll just buy her anyway. I mean, I did want to buy all the characters in BlazBlue after all, and I'm just not going to play as her. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, come on, you think I'm gonna get mad over buying a character that I don't like? And another example that I have is Dan Hibiki from Street Fighter. Honestly, when I first encountered Dan, the character in Street Fighter, I hated Dan Hibiki. He is literally one of my number one least favorite Street Fighter characters of all time. Mainly it's because he's annoying and his moveset was garbage and he was just a joke character. And I really despised joke characters. But from time to time, I'm going to be honest, I think I'm considering him to put him lower on my least favorite characters list, or just not hate him overall, because now I'm starting to realize that because even though Street Fighter keeps putting Dan in all these games, despite me not wanting him to be in these games, I'm starting to slowly realize that Dan is honestly that iconic. I mean, he needs to be like Street Fighter's comedy relief character and stuff like that. And there are some fans who do like Dan, so now I'm starting to hate the character like a little less, or just not hate the character overall and just acknowledge him. So there's that. And I'm gonna be honest, I wanted to test him out for myself to see what the character was like in Street Fighter 4, and he's alright. He's not that bad. I mean, his moveset's not perfect, but it's just not that bad. He's alright. And if he was added to Street Fighter 6, which, I mean, yes, they're making a Street Fighter 6. I'll discuss that in another video. I got a ton of ideas for Dan if he was going to be put in that game, but again, that's for another time. And of course, we also have to talk about the Smash Bros. Characters. I think, like, the most hated Smash Bros. Characters throughout the whole entire games has got to be some of the Fire Emblem characters. Mainly because of Sakurai putting way too many Fire Emblem characters, and some of them are just playing the exact same. But let's be honest with ourselves, do they really play the same? I mean, most of them have different Final Smashes, and different movesets, and different playstyles. Be honest with yourself, are they really the same? I mean, yes, I know people are tired of seeing Fire Emblem characters, but like I said, if you don't want to play as these characters, don't play as them. I mean, I don't make a big deal out of these characters. I mean, hell, even though I'm not a big Fire Emblem fan, and even though it's very popular with Nintendo, like, I still acknowledge Fire Emblem and all of its glory. And heck, one of my mains is freaking Marth. I mean, I love playing Marth in Smash Bros. And I don't have a problem with the Fire Emblem series. I mean, so what if they put more Fire Emblem characters? I mean, yeah, I can agree we don't need any more Fire Emblem characters, but still, don't need to make a big deal about it. Like it's not like it's the end of the world, but still, overall, like, I digress. Just Don't make a big deal about these characters that people be putting in their fighting games, okay? And I know what some of you are thinking. You're probably going to interrupt me and say, but Bowser Jr. Fan 13, didn't you make a video where you were upset and angry over the fact that they put Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield from Resident Evil into Fortnite? Well, that's true. I mean, because let's be honest, I don't really like Fortnite, and I hate that people are constantly pushing this game to be very popular and stuff. Like, I mean, hey, good for them, but I just don't want to get involved with Fortnite. Even my brother, like acknowledges this game too much and forces it through my brain. Like, I just don't like the game, okay? And I'm not interested in whatever it has. And the reason why I made that video is because, well, it's, to be honest, like, I have to agree with some of these people with, like, the fact that kids who are playing this game are just, like, if they see characters in other games, they're gonna be like, hey, it's the person from Fortnite. Like, if they were to see Ryu from Street Fighter, they'd be like, it's Ryu from Fortnite. Or if they saw, Rick from Rick and Morty, be like, it's the guy from Fortnite. Like, you know the meme, it's the guy from Fortnite. But to get to my point on that video, I was kind of overreacting and over-exaggerating and getting upset mainly because I didn't want people to, like, just say, oh, that's the character from Fortnite. Oh, yeah, that's a Fortnite character. Like, because you know most of these characters are not from Fortnite. They're real-life people or characters off of comic books, video games, movies, animes, stuff like that. And they're just saying, oh, it's a Fortnite character. Like, no. But I think I was kind of overreacting with that one. I mean, you gotta admit, the video was kind of funny, but I think some of these people think that I'm making this just to insult the Fortnite fans, and no, that's not true. It was just an over-exaggerated video that I made, and if anyone felt offended by that, I apologize in advance. And one more thing that I also want to talk about in this video is, look, if they don't put your favorite character that you want in your game, like, it's okay. Like, we can't all be winners. Like, not everyone can have the exact same character that they want. Like, we all have different opinions on who we want to see in this game, or who do we want to play as, or who should be the next character and who should not be in it. Like, again, everyone has their own opinions, and I can respect that. We can't all be winners. Heck, the developers make their own decisions on who they want to be playable or who they want to put in this game. Like, again, I might sound like a broken record just for this, but we can't all be winners. Like, whatever choice they make is the choice that they had. I mean, hey, there are some choices that I really did enjoy in some of these games. Like, I think my favorite characters that I loved seeing in Super Smash Bros. That I was hyped to see because I was, like, hoping they would be in Smash Bros. Was obviously the Inkling from Splatoon, and I was also happy to see Ken in Smash Bros. Because he was one of my most requested characters. I also loved to see Sephiroth in the game because I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. And honestly, I had big doubts that Sora would be in Smash Bros. Because of, you know, Disney owning half of him. But they actually managed to get him in the game, and I was actually pretty happy for everyone else who wanted Sora in the game. And he's honestly a really fun character to play as. And, I mean, come on, it's Kingdom Hearts. You can't deny it's such an iconic game. And in fact, even though I don't play some of these other franchises, there were some other characters that I was happy to see in Smash Bros. I mean, Banjo-Kazooie, Terry Bogard, Min Min from ARMS. She's not my most requested ARMS character to be in the game, but I'm glad that they did put an ARMS character. Oh, right, I forgot. I also said that I wanted to have Steve from Minecraft in Smash Bros. Yes, I'm one of the characters who wanted Steve from Minecraft, and I was happy that he was in the game. And even though there are some obscure picks that people put in their fighting games, you gotta admit, some of these obscure picks are pretty neat choices that some of these people made. Like, let's go back to the Marvel vs. Capcom series. I think one of the best obscure picks that they picked for being a fighter was Phoenix Wright. I mean, Phoenix Wright is a lawyer, and he comes from the series Ace Attorney, which is basically just a visual novel, role-playing strategy game. And come on, it's Ace Attorney. Like, how can you not love this series? And the way they implement Phoenix Wright's moveset in the game is just so amazing. Like, he's one of my favorite characters that I loved playing as, and it's just a joy to have him in this series. And in Street Fighter V, I was completely pumped seeing Akira Kazama from Rival Schools in that game. I mean, I don't play Rival Schools, but I do hope one day I do get to play the game. But seeing Akira Kazama in the game and seeing that Capcom is acknowledging their old IPs, it just puts a smile to my heart. And make it, the fact that video game franchises are being acknowledged by their own companies and being added to these games, there's some of them are the main reason why I wanted to check these other games, because one character is featured in one game. That's one of the main reasons why I wanted to get into the franchise and start to become a big fan. Like seeing Mega Man and Smash Bros. Like, I absolutely knew nothing about Mega Man when I was a kid, because I was mostly into Mario and Sonic. But by the time Mega Man was announced for Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, it kind of led my curiosity to know who is this character, and he's constantly referenced in some of these animated videos that I watch of Mario and Sonic. So I look up Mega Man and look at some of his games, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so fun. I want to play some of these games. And little did I know, here I am today. I'm a Mega Man fan, and I still love this franchise to this day. So I gotta say thanks to Nintendo and Capcom for making me the Mega Man fan that I am to this day. Especially making me a Street Fighter fan, because Smash Bros. Was another reason why I started to love Street Fighter and Final Fantasy VII and all that. But I think I'm getting a bit off topic here. What I'm saying is that, look, it doesn't matter what character they put in their fighting games. It doesn't matter who you pick or what type of characters you can access or stuff like that. What matters most in video games, especially fighting games, is just having fun with the game. I mean, yes, the roster does matter for the most part, but just be grateful for the stuff that these companies give you, because most of the time, some of these companies who are doing really well worked so hard to put these games out for you. Like, Masahiro Sakurai worked his bones off to give us the best Smash Bros. Game of all time. And I think we've had enough after all these years. He needs a long vacation, and I think this should be a perfect end to Smash Bros. Like, I don't think we need any more Smash Bros. Games after this, because after the final DLC character, he deserves a big vacation. He doesn't need to work on any more Smash Bros. Games. I think he successfully made all of us proud. Alright, but overall, just like I said, if you don't like a character that's in a game, don't play them or don't buy them or just ignore them. Like, it's not like it's going to affect you or anything. Just be grateful that you still get to play as some of these other great characters that are in the game that you like, okay? And I think that rests my case. So thank you all for listening to this. I felt like I just needed to get this out of the way. I didn't know where I was going with it, but this is just something that I wanted to discuss with my fans. And I just want to say thank you for listening. So I think you know the drill now. If you like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. So peace out, everyone.